see like a 2-3 type of matchup zone out there that Coach Dimoff is playing right now?
That's definitely a 2-3 zone. It looks like one from like Jimmy Boeheim at Syracuse. If you watch, it has man principles. However, it is a zone.
2 empty trips so far as Kendrick brings it back down, sets it up at the 1-4 set.
Hey, I'm a John Chaney fan, guys. I like to call that the John Chaney zone.
It's Pennsylvania. We got to call it the Chaney zone.
2-3 on the other side right now, it looks like, from Coach Mary Manlove as the ball is short. Taken there by Alex Lehman and brought up the court for Dallastown.
That was great defense there by number 31, Amari Johnson. She contested the shot very well.
You get the sense that both these teams a little nervous coming out of the gate. The first of the 2 matchups of this year.
There's cameras on, Gary. It's going to take a little while to get settled in here.
You know what we found, Gary and Sam, is that High School Sports Live does do that to kids. It does do it, and they get all excited, but after a while they do settle down, and you'll see the ball start to go through the hoop as the game progresses.
Great inbound play right there, and you saw number 12 hook it up, and that was Keeney. Keeney screened that time, then broke away from the screen, was wide open on the inside, and so many times, Sam, we see that. When you screen, you're going to be open as soon as you step to the ball.
That was an excellent play. A lot of times that the person who sets the screens, player, has to step out and hedge on that person coming out, which leaves the screener wide open. But in that case, we started the game off with Keeney taking the first, I believe, 3 shots there. So we can see she's going to be a focal point. I see why she averages 21 points.
Inbounds goes to Red Lion here. They lead 2-0 here in the early going. Good pressure by Dallastown.
Great pressure defense. I'm going to see what number 21 looks like coming down the stretch of the game, because if it's going to be full court pressure like that the whole game, it's going to wear you down.
Got a little run off the high post and a drive to the basket. Good pass open underneath and dishing it in there. Nice assist that time by number 11. That was Taylor Funk.
I'm looking at the sizes on the girl from Redland, and it looks like they're averaging 5'9", 5'10" in the lineup.
Looks like we missed one there. It looked like a travel shot by Amari Johnson going up.
Ball goes out of bounds, so Red Lion with the early lead here, 4-2. But you're going to see Red Lion will start to pick up their pressure a little bit. One of the things that I know that Coach Dimoff is worried about, his defense isn't at the level he wants at this point in the year. Right now he's going to see if his offense works well.
There's that on-ball pressure there. That has to be tiring, I tell you.
It reminds me a little bit of the Palmyra Lady Cougars. We saw in the playoffs last year, Sam, in the districts, how they wore down Susquehannock.
Absolutely.
And even Cumberland Valley. They beat them in the mid-pens.
3 seconds, and we'll head the other way with Dallastown. Red Lion up 4-2 early here. The ball be taken there by Debria Hendricks. McGowan and Johnson inside have really been the focus of their offense. They do a lot of triangle basketball from the corner, top, and baseline.
There's a mistake by Johnson.
Ball taken away by Funk. And Funk throws it up, and it's going to be a blocking foul down there.
That looked like a charge there, Gary. Going the other way.
They do call it a charge.
Yes.
He does come back with it.
That was a tough call.
Charge going to be called on number 13, Caitlin Small. That's her first foul.
I tell you, if you watch Johnson throughout this game, I think she's more of a converted power forward who's learning her way around the perimeter. So it should be interesting to watch that transition.
Red Lion extends the front of their defense a little bit more this time down and try to put some pressure on themselves. They like to trap out of this kind of defense a bit.
Great move.
Good move inside there by Debria Hendricks, and the foul's going to be called.
Tell you what, that student section under the basket is, it looked like a bunch of Santa's elves over there, but they came ready to go, baby.
They did. Looks like an ugly sweater contest there.
Hendricks cashes in her first points tonight. She's a 78% free throw shooter, so when she gets to the line, you can pretty much start to count them in the books.
That's going to be hard making a shot with those guys back here.
Wow.
Second shot is up and good by Hendricks. And it's 4-4 now.
Hey, Gary, Hendricks is my type of point guard. She's scrappy on defense, scrappy on the inside. I love it.
Got a jump ball. Ball's going to go to Red Lion on the jump ball. 4-4 here in the early going. 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. Dallastown and Red Lion girls, they set up a box set this time.
Yeah, I'm watching this game, and I'm loving the pace. I'm loving the pace.
Good set play that time. It was number 25 taking the shot there, Courtney Dimoff, the coach's daughter. I used to coach here for about 4 years, and Courtney was about this high, and she's now about this high, being a little bit bigger. She's a heck of a player. Ball being bounded.
Helps to be a 5'9" guard, sophomore.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good move.
Nice.
Good move.
Tough shot that time as they had Horka on the inside open off the little pick and roll kind of play, although she hit the picker that time. Shot from Dallastown. That was Sabrina Stalka there.
That's one of the tough shots in basketball. You running full speed and pulling up like that.
Check that, Katie McGowan that time with the shot. Missed shot again by Johnson, stolen back, and now it'll go back over to the Red Line Lady Lions.
Not sure if we have an instant replay or not of Dvorka, but when she catches the ball, you know, little kids at home, if you're a post, do not bring the ball down. You get stolen from you by the guards.
Now you see Dallastown turned up the heat a little bit more, and again, that heat may not show up right now, but may show up later in the game. Kendricks bringing the ball up again. Make that Dimoff, rather. Goes over to Funk.
Nice drive.
And a great drive that time by Dimoff, but she's going to get called for the charge.
That was a tough call there, Gary. I thought she was under the basket on that play.
So Dimoff called for the charge there, and 4-4 we're stuck on here in the first quarter, 3:10 to go. Again, Red Line continues to play. They're trying to show a little different look out there, the 2-3, by extending their guards. Dallastown so far, though, Sam, really hasn't tried to get the ball to the post that hard, and the post isn't working that hard to get it.
They're trying, but I think that 2-3 zone is definitely sagging inside and it making it hard for them. You've seen a couple times they shot some jump shots and they hit the side of the backboard, so they really need to focus on getting that ball inside.
Turnovers so far, Red Lions 6, Dallastown 4. A lot of turnovers here in the early going.
We'll call those the High School Sports Live turnovers there.
The bright lights of the camera are on as well as the bright lights of the gym. Little motion run this time by Red Lion. Great drive by Courtney Dimoff, just not able to get it connected, and quickly Dallastown going the other way.
2-on-1 there. Up. Defense hustle back. Great job by the defense.
Good drive by Lehman, but the defense getting in there. And, you know, Coach Dimoff, when I talked to him the other day, said he's really concerned about his defense stepping up and playing championship style. They're used to that. He said they're behind right now. They're showing some pretty good defense here in the early going.
Again, I think that zone is really helping them out a lot right now.
So this time it comes out, looks like a little bit more of a man-to-man look, and they drop back in. And the bank is open as Caitlin Small from downtown with a 3. And Caitlin Small puts Dallastown on top 7-4.
Oh, that's cute. She has a smile on her face as she's rushing. She knew it. The basketball gods were with her on that one.
If I made a deposit to the bank like that, I'd be smiling too.
Got a foul out front. Foul's going to be on Caitlin Small. Check that, Alex Lehman will pick up her second foul. Correct that, her first foul. So ball belongs to Red Lion. They're down 7-4. 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. Ball inbounded to Dimoff. Taken out there by Kendrick. Dimoff from the corner. A bomb from the corner by Dimoff. Courtney Dimoff with her first points of the game, and she ties it up at 7-7.
Hey, Gary, that follow through, that shot looked good when it left her hands.
It's got to be. Her dad gets on her about that. Back in that 2-3 zone now. Here comes Dallastown. Caitlin Small over to Hendricks. Looking to the corner, but not getting anything inside so far. And what they're getting are a lot of drives with empty trips right now without touching the post hands in there, and that's got to be a concern for Coach Manlove.
They're going to have to get the ball to those corners there, down in those deep corners, because if you look, the 3 bottom on the post, the 3 bottom in the back of that zone are staying in tight. They aren't leaving the lane at all.
Box set this time, and coming right back to it is Johnson, but again, they're doing a good job covering her. Ball back out to number 20. That's Gettle in the game right now. She's a freshman.
Gettle comes from a long history of York High grads and York High basketball players.
Turnovers the name of the game here in the first quarter. Dallastown with 5 and Red Lion with 7.
Both teams' defense seems to be throwing the other team off a little, but I think once we see them settle down, it's going to be interesting to see which team shoots better.
There's that Kendrick matchup, but can't put the hands on there. The referee's going to let you know early how he's going to let the game be called tonight.
Absolutely. If Redline was smart, they might want to pick somebody else to bring the ball up, because that's going to, like we said, don't want to keep harping on the same point, but that's going to tire a point guard out.
They had Dimoff bring it up a couple of times so far, but that time it was Kendrick again. Man-to-man defense by Coach Mary Mann loves Wildcats. There's the screen and then the fade to the corner by Dimoff as she lets it fly again. This one too long.
That was a tough shot. Good contest by the defense there.
Yeah, but you don't see that often where players will use a nice shot faking a good solid jump stop off the dribble, and Dimoff executed that really nice.
To the outside, long three by Dallastown. Nothing but backboard that time, and the Lions come back. Tied up 7-7, 40 seconds to go.
I watched Dallastown play last week, and I don't believe they'll keep hitting the side of that backboard with those shots. I think it's the nerves of the television right now.
Saw Devin Horka getting in there and could have used the backboard there. Instead, missed the bucket, but she gets fouled on the play, and she'll go to the line for 2.
We got a sub coming in right now, number 22 for Dallastown. Rachel Anstein, who's a senior. She should be able to bring some leadership and possibly help get this ball in the hoop.
She's normally the first person off the bench for them. There's Keeney. Pass it off again to Dimoff. Dimoff coming off the screen. Back to Keeney. Looking inside for Horka. Here goes Keeney instead.
Nice pass at 25,
Dimoff
wide open.
for the 3, and there it is again. Dimoff for the 3, standing out there waiting for it. And Dimoff was 6 in this game so far.
Hey, Charlie, I love that shot. The second it leaves her hands, you see it going through the net.
I'm as much impressed with her emotional leadership, firing her team up, even after the shot, getting them pumped up. We're here to play, girls.
Absolutely, I saw that.
Here's Johnson with her first real good shot of the game and misses. And the Lions end the first quarter up 10-7 here at the home of the Lions in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. You're watching High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27. Back after this.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoops shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
Well, Dallastown against Red Lion girls here tonight. The Lions, the home-standing Lions, leading 10-7 first quarters. Guys, Dallastown 2 of 12 for 17%. Red Lion 4 of 12, only 25%. Charlie, those aren't good numbers when you look at them.
You know what, though? But I think it's characteristic of settling in defensively and learning how to match up and play against those defense. So it will affect the percentage. The concern will be if that continues.
Same deal here in the second quarter. As you have that 2-3 zone doubling up, and it's really paid dividends so far. As again, Johnson shut out there, Sam.
They're locking down that inside. Looks like they're not getting much tonight.
Here's Red Lion again, back of that 1-4 type set with a little motion, kind of a circle route. Dimoff's had the hot hand so far. Misses, though, here. And good rebound by number 13, that being Caitlin Small. Got to find some way to start getting touches in the post there, Charlie. That's really been a problem so far. There you go. But again, that 2-3 zone is really, really collapsing and expanding well, Sam.
Nice shot.
There it is again. This time it's Keeney hooking up outside. Another three-pointer, and Keeney knocks it down. Red Lion leads 13-7 over Dallastown, and we got a timeout there by Dallastown. Sam, so far the 2-3 zone is paying dividends again and again and again for the Lions.
The 2-3 zone is very effective, and I'm not sure if it's a 2-3, a 3-2, what's going on there, but it's effective.
We'll take a look here. This time getting down the court very quickly. Got a nice, easy shot looking for the outside. And, Charlie, that's the kind of shot you like to see be taken when you're open, right?
I miss taking those kind of shots. But you know what? They're taking advantage of the open opportunities. And, and Dallastown needs to match up.
Well, you got a 9-0 run right now for Red Lion, all threes. So the three has been good to them so far tonight in this game, and Coach is about ready to give his daughter a big hug. She's nailed 2 of them. Courtney Dimoff has had the hot hand so far. Let's see what Mary Manlove has here out of the timeout, trying to figure out this zone. Dallastown bringing the ball down here. Caitlin Small pretty much controlling things. They're going to try to go high and low here. And there you get the first look by McGowan, who's been scoring 12.5 points a game. Back outside by Gettle. Picked up again by Small. Small throwing it up there, but getting fouled on the play. And again, you're not getting good shots, though, Sam. Even on the drive there, you got lucky you got a foul called, but not good shots.
When you watch the zone, when the ball hits the high post, it needs to go opposite. If they bring that ball back to the same side, the defense is already set there, and that's what keeps happening, and they're having a hard time there.
There's Caitlin Small again, 71%, knocking down a free throw. That's 4 points of the game for her. Charlie, good motion on that stroke right there at the line.
You know, we've seen a lot of good shooters tonight, guys. I mean, the shots that have gone in have been textbook shooters, basically. Girls tend to have different releases than the normal textbook, depending on the build, but nonetheless, a good follow-through.
A little bit more of a spread look this time by a Red Lion. But there it is again, and Dimoff that time with an air ball. Picked off underneath, and again, there's Keeney. She seems to be everywhere, and she's got good position. Inside that time, she'll go to the line.
You can understand why Keeney scores so many points. She's scoring from the outside. She's willing to bang on the inside. That's a great combination for a scorer.
So the first one is up and good here. Morgan Keeney averaging 21 points a game. She's 1 out of 2 from the line tonight. She gets it back, though, and puts it back in herself. And Morgan Keeney, I think Dallastown right now, Charlie, thinks she probably has a twin out there.
Yeah, and it's one thing for Dallastown to give up an outside jumper, a three-point shot, but to give up a second chance shot, that's not going to be good if they keep that up.
Coach Dimoff giving a lot of different looks that time. The zone press there again. The drive by Johnson misses, and Red Lions got it back, and they're running. Down to Keeney. Keeney back to the outside. She's got Funk out there. Long shot by Keeney, missed, picked off by Johnson, and Dallastown has it back.
Johnson hasn't had a good look, and if you watch on that last basket, she really rushed her shot. So she's going to have to settle in if Dallastown wants to win this game tonight.
They saw McGowan with the miss. Had a pretty good look at it, just didn't get it off the backboard, and the Lions now come off that screen again by Horka. Here's Dimoff. Push it up, and Dimoff again off the run. Good screen by Horka, and Dimoff in the books again. She's now got 8 points in the game. 1-2-2 press coming back, Charlie.
You know, I like the fact that Red Lions changing it up a little bit, making them think a little, and it's paying off because it forces Dallastown to rush it.
Yeah, and there again, you get one of those fouls that can make you old and gray in a hurry. Yeah, Johnson taking basically a fadeaway, not a good look for her, and yet you bailed her out.
Yeah, and in that situation, as soon as you break it, you bring it back out, point guard runs the show, and you make the other team play a little defense, and Dallastown hasn't figured that out yet.
Charlie, if you're watching, I think the most important point, again, is that ball stays on one side of the court when they get it. If it comes opposite, then you're able to attack the zone.
Foul that time on number 15. That was Natalie Reba.
You know, Gary, you and Sam both coached before. Isn't the reversal against the zone one of the hardest things?
And there you go again. Another look to the outside. Alex Lehman this time knocking it down. Her first 3 of the night. We'll come back and explore that point in a moment. Now going to the high post, trying to get it inside to Horka. Not a good pass, and picked off there by Dallastown's Amari Johnson. When you attack the zone here, one of the things we always told our kids, go baseline, middle, reverse. Always look baseline, then middle, then reverse. Another 3, and here it is. And Dallastown roaring back right now. The long 3 that time by Caitlin Small.
See Coach Manlove, she's over there revving her girls up.
I'll tell you what, she's like a firecracker. Here's another look for the outside. 3s everywhere. It's raining down right now as Dimoff with her 3rd 3 here in the first half. 21-15, Red Lion leads. This is a Red Lion Dallastown game, believe me.
If you remember that old video game, NBA Jam, for our viewers, she's on fire.
Oh, there it is again. Good anticipation out there by number 11. That was Funk. But Dallastown keeps it. Here comes Johnson trying to get something going here inside. Another foul, one of those kind of fouls where you're really aggressive, but the foul's going to be called on Natalie Reba. That's Reba's second foul, the team's sixth here in the first half. And there you see it. Johnson coming across, find the open person. Not a very good pass, but again, tripping coming by. So another foul out front, and right now, Dallastown is providing help by fouling. Not a good move here so far, Sam.
Not at all, not at all. If you watch, Dallastown is very flustered by the zone, and if they just continue to do what they're doing, red line on defense, I think they'll be successful. But as long as they keep fouling, and now they're in a bonus.
Yeah, and there's 4 minutes in the quarter. That could equal a lot of foul shots. That could tie it up before you know it.
So at the line, it's Amari Johnson. If you wanted someone at the line now for the Red Lion Lions, it would be her at 47%, although she makes me look like a fool by knocking it down right away, which is just all right with me.
And guess what? She put her first. She broke the ice. She got a point on the board. I'm expecting to see her getting things flowing now.
So Amari Johnson with the first one up and down, and how about 2 in a row? There you go. Johnson's going to up those 47% numbers in a hurry with a stroke like that.
Red line better watch out now.
Lion coming back, 21-17 they lead. Again, a foul on the other side. This time it's going to be Brooke Crumling with a foul, the senior into the game. So red line with the ball inside to Horka. Nice job by Horka coming across with a beautiful pass, and Horka in the books here. Sam?
That play was intent on getting the ball inside. The whole time they probed that middle. They finally got into Horka, and a nice strong finish.
And again, it's a walk down here on this side for Dallastown. Turnovers have really marked this first half. But you know, one of the things I know you know, if you set up that inside game, that's going to make your three-point shooters get even more time on the outside once you know the score for the post position.
Absolutely, and vice versa. The fact that they've knocked down so many threes has now stretched that defense out, so you should attack the inside now.
Great point, great point. And there you go again, inside to Horka. And Horka's not giving it back. Pretty good up and under move, just got a little bit too much up and under the basket, and here comes Dallastown.
I think she felt the fact that she was in that lane about 3 seconds there.
And umpire Scott now says she carried it that time, so it's going to go the other direction. 23-17, Red Lion leads with 3:13 to go here in the first half. Red Lion with the basketball. Reba has the ball this time. Take it away. Going to be Crumling, and Crumling, the senior, stripping it away.
If you know, most teams take on a persona of their coaches, and Coach Manlove is fired up on that sideline, and you watch the ball pressure, you see the exact same thing in the game.
Coach Manlove played for me in AAU many years ago, and she was a guard on my National American League Championship team out in St. Louis, and I'll tell you what, she played the way she coaches. It's always enthusiastic, and she is one who learned the game, and she wanted to know all there was to know about basketball.
You know, guys, I'm sweating up here watching these young ladies. They're putting it on the line. This is championship atmosphere.
Here comes Red Lion now, showing you a little bit more of a press. They drop back again.
Back to Coach Manlove. She's one of mine. She went to school at Mount St. Mary's in New York, in Newburgh, New York, my hometown. So when we found that out, we felt like we were brother and sisters after that point.
I feel bad. I have no connection.
Johnson's dribble cost her that time. She had a person open to the inside, but again, a foul on the baseline. And again, you want to be aggressive, but not 85 feet away from the basket right here, Sam.
You never want to make that foul. It's a bad foul. But they have a couple to give, so maybe it was for intimidation factor.
That's the first foul on Einstein. And here's Red Line now against the man-to-man press. Let's see how it works out. Ball down to the Funk. Now back to Dimoff, and they're going to clear it back out and set up at half-court man-to-man. Here comes Dimoff on a great cut. Good reversal of the ball here by Red Lion. Off the screen again, set play. Dimoff off the set play at the top. Beautiful weak side screen, and Dimoff knocks it down.
Hey, Gary, I would love to see a replay of that whole play there. If you watch Dimoff, she ran around that three-point arc calling for that ball. I had the hot hand. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Well, there was definitely a rhythm on that shot. You saw her feet were set as she caught the ball. And that's important to have your feet set.
Stolen away by Red Lion. Chance here to get it to Horka. The throw up just missed on that play by number 20. That was Masiewski into the game. Whole lot of freshmen in here, and Masiewski being one of those.
You know, it may seem like it's lopsided right now, but it's only a 9-point game, guys.
It's a 9-point game.
And Red Lion's hot. If Dallastown can weather the storm, it could be a different game as we move forward.
Big problem for Dallastown so far is no touches inside for their big kids. And here's the one big kid that needs to touch it more often. Again, she's not getting good shots. Everything's a fadeaway, a negative kind of motion shot so far, Sam.
Mari Johnson, she's going to have to catch the ball, make a Sigma move, which is an open pivot, and then get to attack there. Right now she's catching with her back turn, and she's in the mid-post area, and it's kind of hard because you have two other defenders nearby. If she turns up, faces up, and attacks that basket, she'll be good.
Yeah, weak side screen again, coming back to the top. Doing a lot of weak side screen here. Set play, good back cut. And again, it's Dimoff coming off the back cut with an outstanding pass that time from number 12, Keeney.
She's on fire.
Wow.
Red Lion gets a steal, gets it back, foul on the floor. Charlie?
I think one of the things with Mari is she's really a 3, having to play 5 on a team that doesn't have a lot of height. Because when you see her play on the circuit, see her play in the summer, she's out there hitting jumpers on the outside. And that is going to be her natural college position. That could contribute some.
So at the line right now is number 20, and that's Amy Masiewski. She's a freshman. Her first look at the game, and she misses this foul shot. Taken back by Dallastown.
Hey, Gary, say that name for me one more time.
Masiewski.
Okay, there we go.
Her sister was a big star here for a lot of years here at Red Lion. Shot missed for the outside. Taken in there by McGowan. McGowan coming back in, not getting a chance to square up that zone. Really not allowing the big people to face the basket.
Right now, beside Demiroff and her hot hand, I think the zone is the player of the game.
Well, it's 11-11 in turnovers here. Make that 12-11 now. Dallastown in the first half. So the turnovers have really been a story. And the threes, the combination of those two things so far. 19.9 seconds to go, 28-17, the Lions lead. They're going to be looking to get the last shot. Coach Dimoff going to make sure he has his shooters and frontline players on the floor here to start.
I know it would look like a wide open layup was had there, but you might want to hold on to one last shot because the last thing you want to do is give them the ball to get another bucket into the basket when they're already up.
And a bad pass there and stolen away and missed the layup. Coming up on 10 seconds right now. Let's see what they got there. 6 out of 7 for the three-point line so far. Will they do it again?
Hot hand.
They got it where they wanted, and then they get the rebound on the inside. Smallest girl on the floor gets it and converts it. And that's number 20, Masiewski. Red Lion leads here at the half, 30-17. You're watching High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with all the action here at halftime.
Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is finishing off 2013 in a big way with up to 10 grand in rebates and discounts. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Sport or 2014 Cherokee Sport for as low as $259 a month. The big finish of 2013 going on now at Stettler.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Stetler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is finishing off 2013 in a big way. With up to 10 grand in rebates and discounts. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Drive a 2014 Ram Quad Cab 4x4 for as low as $249 a month. The big finish of 2013 going on now at Stetler.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. PAC Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no-obligation consultation.
And welcome back here to Red Lion High School, where the Red Lion Lions, Lady Lions, lead the Dallastown Wildcats 30-17 here at the half. And our halftime report presented by PHFA. And Sam Sutton, first half. I know if you're a Dallastown fan, you're a little frustrated by the fact that they could not get the ball to McGowan. They couldn't get it to Johnson very well. They relied some on the outside shot, and that saved them. But that's not going to do it for you the whole game.
It's not. Dallastown, hopefully, Coach Mad Love takes her girls in the locker room and gets them settled down. Because right now, if you just take a second, look at what the zone is and find the empty spots and attack those, you'll have some success.
You can see our fans down there in a festive atmosphere. We don't have too many days to go till Christmas. With the student section down there, brought to you again by Jack Giambalvo of the family of dealerships here in York, Pennsylvania. But, Charlie, you look at the Red Lion side. They were 6 out of 7. Make that 6 out of 8 for the three-point line. That's pretty sizzling numbers any way you cut it.
Yeah, and when you're shooting like that, you're definitely going to cool off, okay? So the thing for Dallastown at halftime, they need to be talking about, look, let's just relax, keep playing our game. But if they don't make adjustments, it's really not going to matter whether, Red Lion cools off or not. Dallastown does have to execute, be more aggressive, attacking the rim, and try to find a way to defend better.
Coach Manlove loves to play up and down the court with man-to-man pressure. But so far in the game, that has not yet shown through. Although you made a great point earlier, Sam. Sometimes that'll show through in the third and the fourth quarters when you've been worn down by that the whole game. And yet it doesn't seem to be bothering Red Lion all that much so far.
Yeah, with full court ball pressure, you never see it in the first quarter. Right. But now coming down the stretch, if it's a tight game, your point guard's legs are going to be a little tired. So maybe they can count on that coming down the stretch.
I talked to Mary Manlove the other night, who used to be Mary Kernat, by the way, when she played for me. And she also played here at York Catholic in the local area, and then became an assistant coach at Army for a number of years at West Point, and learned an awful lot there. But she said, we like to play man-to-man. We like to get up and down the floor. We like our forwards to be able to outrun the other forwards. And one of the points that she made, though, was that, they really want to get touches tonight by the forwards. And so at halftime, I'm sure she's looking at some kind of high-low look where she's got to start to either get and you guys talked about the zone. You brought that up in the first half, Charlie. I think one of the things when you teach basketball as a coach is you've got to teach people how to look baseline, then middle, then reverse when you attack a zone, and have a process by which you break it down. I think, if anything, Dallastown's offense so far has just been going a little too quick.
Yeah, and even if you don't have a strong post game, to get the opportunity on the outside, you got to keep the posts honest, keep the other posts honest, get the defense to squeeze in, a couple touches inside, hopefully for the kickback out, and that's what they need.
Coach Demov's zone has been moving around quite well, but the one place that I saw in the first half, Sam, that it looks like maybe you could have a little success is that little dead spot just on the baseline where you can maybe hit that. That person could see everybody on the floor from there, and then maybe hit your high post kind of dropping down. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's usually a rule of thumb. When that ball hits that baseline, that middle post guy dives right to the basket and usually has some success. Or, like you said, when you catch the ball at the free throw line, you want to square up and find that basket first and then look opposite.
Now, here are big numbers for the first half. In shooting, Dallastown 4 of 20, 20%. If they came to your place to shoot right now, Charlie, that would not be we'd be working a long time. It'd be locked in the gym, right?
Sam and I'd have to team up together with that.
Yes. Yeah.
On the other side, 13 of 26, 50% for Red Lion. Great shooting percentages. 6 out of 8 from the three-point line for Red Lion. 3 out of 6 on the other side for Dallastown. In the paint, Red Lion, 6 out of 10 so far. Dallastown, 1 of 10. There's that big number we keep talking about with the posts. 6 of 7 for the free throw line so far for Red Lion, 1 of 3 for Dallastown. And then turnovers, 12-12 with the turnover department, but the threes for Red Lion seem to be absorbing that number, right, Sam?
Yes, but if you also look, the 6 for 7 free throw margin to the 1 for 3 could be a sign for something to come. You have three-pointers being shot, and you got people getting to the free throw line. By the fourth quarter, you might want to go with the free throws. I'll take the free throws over the three-pointers.
I thought I thought the rebound edge might have gone tonight to Dallastown on paper as we start the game, but that's why you played on the court. 14-11 so far in rebounds for Red Lion. And offensive rebounds, 3-3. And Amari Johnson has been an offensive rebounding machine this year so far. She really hasn't had a chance to see very much. Dallastown, check this number out. No field goals since 4:41 left in the second quarter.
Wow.
And a 9-0 run since 3:57 left in the second quarter by Red Lion. So there are your halftime numbers. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. We'll talk a little bit more about what we can look for here in the second half. It's the Dallastown Lady Wildcats against the Dallastown Lady Lions. Or, excuse me, it's Red Lion Lady Lions. We'll get that right. Got too many Dallastowns there. Red Lion leading here at the half, 30-17. You're watching it all on High School Live TV on ABC 27.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is finishing off 2013 in a big way. With up to 10 grand in rebates and discounts. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Sport or 2014 Cherokee Sport for as low as $259 a month. The big finish of 2013 going on now at Stettler.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's lemonade. Best part's of tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
All Sports Friends Basketball Clinic coming up.
I'm coming, Sam. I'm coming.
Okay. Are you coming?
I'm coming.
I'm looking forward to you. It'll be held at Vonnie Grimes Gym. We'll have a free day coming up December the 27th, which is a Friday, and we'll have 2 days, December the 30th and 31st. So I hope I see everyone there.
And again, back here, we have about a minute to go. Charlie, your thoughts for the second half. What does Mary Manlove need to do, and what does Don Dimoff need to do for their Lady Lions?
You know what? I think it's Dimoff. They just try to keep doing the same thing, take advantage of the open shots and keep the girls pumped up and excited. Dallastown needs to hit some shots but continue and be more aggressive going to the basket.
Sam, your thoughts?
Dallastown has to settle down. That's my #1 thought is they have to settle down, and hey, if I'm Red Lion, I keep shooting.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second half here, and it's going to be the Lady Lions handling the basketball first. 30-17 here at the half. Lady Lions will trigger the inbounds pass here with that 1-4 again. There's backdoor. It's showing you a little bit wider look here in the second half. Good inside look that time by Horka, but again, not able to hook up. Horka gets it back, and a jump ball, and it's taken away by Dallastown.
Oh, okay, wow. I was enjoying basketball there, guys.
And you saw McGowan coming down the court that time, and a good job of getting back defensively by Red Lion and tying that one up. It'll remain with Dallastown on the changeover.
Are you guys surprised that the pace is staying the same? These girls are playing.
Now they've got Johnson posted up inside now. She's asking, they got a double post down there. That's the adjustment they've made. And they're going to look to get it down inside to her. And right there you go. Immediately, they get the post touch to Johnson, and that's exactly what you wanted to do. Sam?
That's what they need. That's what they need. They need to get the ball inside. It looks like she's a little more settled down, and they got a good bucket. Way to start the half.
On the other side, a good pass off the other side. The weak side cut that time. And again, it's number 12, Keeney, coming through for a 10th point of the game.
You know, both coaches had a great idea coming out. Let's get an early basket around the hoop.
There you see the drive that time by number 11, Funk, but we got a player down on the floor right now trying to draw the charge. And I believe that is Caitlin Small who's down the floor. She says, just give me a moment, let me breathe. Looks like she's okay.
Yeah, who wants a lot of people around them when you're trying to catch your wind?
There you see Coach Don Dimoff over on the far side. His team won 12 straight division titles here until last year when Dallastown broke through and then ended up winning the league title.
That's a nice stat, though.
That makes this game all the more special in a rival. Usually, you know, in high school sports live matchups, either the boys' game or the girls' game isn't as challenging, but these are two big ones tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. I look forward to the boys' game.
That's good to see. She's up and walking off, and you don't want to see anybody get hurt. And Caitlin Small has been an outstanding player in this game. By the way, the last time Dallastown won a league title before that, as a proud father, I'll say my daughter had 18 points and 7 assists in that game as they beat Eastern and they won a YAIA title. That was back in 2000. So Red Lions pretty much dominated during that time. Here's Dallastown with the ball. Let's see if they get back inside again.
And I guarantee a Sutton young lady could shoot a shot.
She could shoot. Much better than Dad ever could. Now, Dallastown had it set up that time for the high-low, though, and it's just didn't handle the ball well in the perimeter, Sam.
But it's another turnover for Dallastown. They have to settle down.
Look at the pressure down from Dallastown right now. They really turned it up here to start the second half. So here are the Lions again, handling the basketball. I think this first 4 minutes of the third quarter is going to tell us an awful lot. If Dallastown can card this lead, look again, picking up the defense. Here goes Johnson. Just missing a pretty good open look that time, Charlie.
And that's her game too, to play more perimeter, attack on the wing, but to not capitalize. And there she goes again. Not capitalize is tough.
A good block there on Horka. Again, here's Dallastown coming the other direction. Again, that zone getting back there quickly. And Funk did a nice job of getting her hand in on the defense. Okay, the defense is noticeably picked up here so far for the Wildcats. There's Funk. Funk trying to knock it down, wide open, taken back by McGowan.
As I'm watching the game, I'm really enjoying the pace still. Like Charlie said, they have not slowed down yet, but at the same time, they're playing under control.
There you have the rush-type shot again by Hendricks. The foul's going to be called on the Lions' Dimoff, and that'll be her second foul. Charlie?
Well, Natalie Ghetto, a freshman, coming in and just going to the basket. You got to love it, guys. Confidence. She wants to get in this game.
Shot by Gettle, no good. She'll get another one. And the second one is up and good. It's 32-20, 5:37 to go here in the third quarter. Red Line with the ball. Good pressure from Dallastown here to start the third quarter. Peggy Red Lion pick up their offense a little bit and forcing some quicker shots. And look at this, though. Dimoff on the drive. She's been the answer all night long, Sam.
She's a woman on a mission tonight, and I'm enjoying the show.
You've seen her dad. I thought he just left his feet over there and pounded it down. Take a look at this. Here's Dimoff again. Great drive. Left hand, throws it up there, backs it off.
Our guys in the truck need to get a replay of the coach on the sideline. The dad had just a good move.
Got another jump ball here. This time it'll go to Red Lion.
Both teams battling, but Red Lion not backing off at all.
Not at all. We got a timeout on the floor. And we'll keep it right here. And I want to get both you guys in on this. Charlie, first of all, you know, I like Dallastown coming out. Quicker defense here in the second half. Picked it up a step. Still kind of rushing a little bit on the offense, except for that first possession where they look really good.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. Both teams are coming out with the right game plan, but to Red Lion's credit, they're now changing their dimension to finishing attack into the rim, and now it's like, shoot, now this team's multi-dimensional. You can't stop it.
You know, the first half they were coming out and they were letting those wide open spaces to shoot threes. You're right. Great point that they're attacking now. Sam, on the Red Lions side, you know, you come back to the person who's brought you to the dance so far tonight, who's been dim off all evening long, mostly with threes, this time with a deuce.
Hey, for my Twitter followers and my Facebook people, my hashtag of the night is give Demmer off the ball. Give Demmer off the ball. She has the hot hand. Make sure she has the ball. She has 18 points early in the third quarter. We might have a career high here.
Well, I got to tell you, Don Dimoff, when he played for Mount Union High School out in the western part, about 25 miles from Penn State, he didn't give it up at all. That guy shot it all the time. I've seen him in pickup games, and I'll tell you what, his number of assists must have been about 1 or 2 in his entire 4-year career. So I'm kidding. He knows I am. But he likes to shoot, and he's taught his daughter to shoot it very well. Now you got a 1-4 set.
Well, Gary, I'll tell you, you're giving him something to laugh about when he rewatches this on game day.
There again, it's another one of those fouls out front. And the foul's going to be on number 20 for Dallastown. But that'll be Gettle. That's her second of the evening. Back into Dimoff. They set a lot of screens for her, trying to open up either for a drive or a three. They're posting up Keeney down inside. There's Dimoff again. This time nothing there. Good save by Funk. Taken by McGowan. Well, that drive was going to go up from about back here in the three-quarter court area. Is Alex Lehman driving for Dallastown. Gets 2 on the board and pulls it back to a 12-point deficit. But there's Kendrick and Hendrick fighting it out so far. Wow. And this time it's Hendrick winning the battle, taking Kendrick inside and using her size to finish it off. Sam?
You took the words out of my mouth right there. She won the battle because it's definitely been a battle out in that perimeter between Kendrick and Hendrick.
And there's Hendricks finally hooking up with a 3 tonight, her first field goal of the game, and she brings her team back.
And that might be what now Dallastown needs. They need someone to get hot, you know, because the Red Line's not stopping. They just need somebody to counter.
Here again, you're trying to make a pass to the wing, and Dallastown is trying to be much more aggressive, but the foul's going to be called on Caitlin Small, number 13. So Small with her first foul. It's a team third here in the second half. So man-to-man defense right now for Dallastown, and they take it back outside to Dimoff. Great pass underneath. Just missed by Funk that time, and here comes Johnson and Hendricks. Hendricks just with a bad pass. 3 people around Johnson that time, not available.
You have to slow down. Got to slow down.
I think the whole defense was trying to speed Red Lion up, but they seem to be settling into more of a rhythm right now, Charlie.
Yeah, and to Coach Demoff's credit, is his team is very disciplined. They're hitting shots tonight, but they're not relying on it. They're learning to control the ball when they need to.
Doing a lot of good screening on the interior right now. Cross screen, then down screens, trying to open up their three-point shooters and also their post player inside.
Coaches tend to run the flex when they want to control their team a little, and now's probably a good idea because you don't want to give Dallastown any momentum on giving them the ball back.
That inside look to Horka, and again, Horka had a lot of people around her to try to handle that long, high-low pass.
That flex offense is very effective, like you said, Charlie, when you want to slow the game down. But I think Horka got stuck in the lane a little too long, which allowed the defenders to sink in on her.
Hendricks. Drive again by Lehman. Johnson with a good open look that time and buries it.
Hey, we're under 10, guys. We're under 10.
So they got it down under 10 now. They're getting Johnson some touches. They're picking it up in the backcourt, and maybe the pressure's starting to wear a bit. We'll see. Here's Dimoff, very confident with the basketball.
Hey, if I'm Dallastown's coach, I like where they're at right now. Now they have the ball. Chance to cut it to, what, 3 buckets?
Got it inside down to 36-27 right now. 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Lions lead. Hendricks going to set it back up. Big shot. There it is.
Oh, it's a
You're going to get a
ball
timeout
game.
here by Coach Dimoff, I think.
That's a new ball game, guys.
Wisely so. A three-pointer by Alex Lehman from the outside. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. It's 36-30. Red Lion leads here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is finishing off 2013 in a big way with up to 10 grand in rebates and discounts. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Sport or 2014 Cherokee Sport for as low as $259 a month. The big finish of 2013 going on now at Stettler.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Welcome back to Red Lion High School tonight, where Red Lion leads 36-30 with 2:17 to go in the third quarter. And we want to thank OSS Health. OSS is a proud sponsor of tonight's event and proud to announce its newly opened orthopedic urgent care facility in Mechanicsburg. Open 7 days per week, 24 hours a day, OSS Health. And I can speak well about that because both my knees were done at OSS Health. So I had 2 new knees courtesy of them. They do a great job over there.
I'll tell you what, Dr. Bixler, Brian Bixler, who's a Dallastown parent of a junior high son, does a great job fixing a lot of the athletes who tear their ACLs and other injuries in this area.
Set back door play to Keeney. Taken back by Horka and pushed off the glass on the give back.
So that ball goes up. 9 times out of 10, it's coming up on the opposite side, and Horka was right there for the finish.
So Dallastown has to kind of answer here. They've made a nice 8-0 run before that. But the foul out front is going to be called on Funk.
That was a great play coming out of a timeout for Coach Demoff.
Yeah, and I think that's Horka's the factor in the game that Dallastown doesn't have, is the 6'1" presence, and she's making the difference in that play.
You're absolutely right, Charlie, and that's the second foul right now called on Funk here. 2 team fouls for the Lions, and the ball thrown away again by Dallastown.
On that last play right there, there were two players, 2 of her teammates standing right beside her, but she's so flustered by the zone, she threw it across the court.
Both teams now with 17 turnovers in the game after that one. Great pressure by Dallastown. It's going to pay off right here. Keeney gets it back. Wow. Keeney, averaging 21 points a game, picks up her 12th on a drive that was a tough one, but broke the pressure. Little zone trap that time from Dallastown.
That was a great catch and a great finish.
Dallastown looks like they're really focusing right now, Charlie, on getting the ball to that post.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I was really impressed with Amari's pressure out front, but it was careless, a little too careless, and it gave up an open shot.
There it is again. They got it to her. They were patient. High post, and she got to face the basket that time, Sam, which is big.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I said that at halftime. Got to get to the bucket. Let's see here.
Take a look at what they do here. They're looking for the high post. And there it is, Charlie. She gets turned around. She's not a back-to-the-basket type player, Charlie. I think you pointed that out early. She's a face-to-basket type of player, and she makes the three-point play the tough way.
And it works just as good. These post players nowadays are learning to catch from about 10 to 12 and face an attack, and that's what she's doing.
How about 7 points this quarter so far?
Well, she's disrupting a lot defensively with her long arms. Look
Horka,
at this.
Good job getting back there, too, to disrupt that shot by Horka, and she misses, and Dallastown down by 7.
Hey, fellas, did you notice that the game got a whole lot more physical? Then the referees are letting them play, so, hey, play on. Red Line, Dallastown.
Well, good pull-up that time by number 14, Alex Lehman. She's got 8 points, make her 7 points this quarter, rather, and they pull it to within 5.
Yeah, within 5. We haven't seen that in a while, guys.
Well, we have 20 seconds to go. Looks like Coach Dimmon's going to try to settle for the last shot. He's got that 1-4 setup with Keeney down actually low. Now she comes back up. I think you're going to see him run a little fade on this to Dimmoff. Watch this. They'll set a screen. They'll throw it opposite. And not the shot she wanted to knock down, and it's 40-35 at the end of the third quarter. A new ball game now. The Lions still leading, but Dallastown has closed the gap. We'll take a break. We'll come right back here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
There's nothing like a little one-on-one time at home with family. These times make the best memories, and all of them need protection. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. Pac Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no-obligation consultation.
MPL Law Firm is proud to sponsor York County High School sports. MPL Law Firm serving the legal needs of the good people of York County for more than 30 years. Welcome back to Red Lion High School. It's 40-35 as we start the fourth quarter right now. And the third quarter, Dallastown 7 of 8 for 88%. Red Lion 5 of 14 for 36% from the field. So the numbers changed around pretty significantly, guys.
They did. Just like we talked about at halftime, is that would need to happen, and it is. It's going to be a dogfight in the fourth.
Well, we're coming down the stretch now, and 4 quarters, 8 minutes to go. And we're back in the 2-3 zone now for Red Lion. Big first possession here for Dallastown, guys. You know who they're looking for, number 31. She had 7 points in that third quarter.
There she is.
Wow.
Oh, and a cool roll out of that one.
That would have been a nice cut to three. But you know what? They're doing the right things. They're spreading it out. They're penetrating. They're doing ball reversals.
The best matchup on the floor is Amari Johnson against Dimoff. And boy, Horka hitting a big one right there. She's missed a number of those inside tonight. She gets her 6th point of the game.
That's what you call a 4-point swing. Miss one on the other end, roll in and out, make it on the other.
It's that 2-3 zone.
I really thought last time that Johnson caught the ball, she should have got to the basket. I think she settled for a jump shot, but she didn't need to.
Keeney to Horka. You want to get it out of Horka's hands, and there you go. And again, Red Lion looking up court this time. Now they'll settle into their half-court offense. Funk. Giving Horka a lot of touches inside there, and of course, look at that back door. Number 21, Julia Kendrick, coming off a backdoor that time, and no one saw her, and she gets an easy bucket for Red Lion out of their offense, Charlie.
You know, and every time you think Dallastown's gonna tighten it up, Red Lion does something to answer, and hats off to him, credit to him.
There again, you got a hot hand right now, and Amari Johnson.
She settled down right there. She took 2 nice bounces, squared up, and knocked down an easy shot. That's what you're supposed to do.
And I'll tell you how important that basket was to Dallastown. There's nobody under if she misses.
Johnson with 11 points now in the game. Lucky bounce there. Here's big bucket if he makes it. It's going to go over the top, but it's going to go back over to Dallastown as Dimoff had a wide open look.
That's a fourth quarter shot after playing all these defense. That's what we say earlier. You know, those shots are they're gonna fade after a while. You gotta be able to make some baskets around the hoop.
We get a senior back into the game, Brooke Crumley, and also Natalie Gettle back in now for Dallastown. Big trip this time, 44-37, the Lions lead. 2-3 zone is really extended out there, and they're playing basically one person on the baseline against Johnson.
If you watch when the Wings are catching the ball, they're catching it and they're watching it, which allows the zone to reposition and set back up all over again.
Long 3 attempt again by Lehman, not going to go. And again, every time down where it doesn't touch Johnson's hands, I think it's the Red Lions' advantage.
I agree. Johnson needs to touch the ball every time down the court, this team.
Lots of motion right now, back up top. Wide open shot by Keene and buries it. Good reversal of the basketball, Charlie. That'll get you open as a shooter a lot of times.
Yeah, Red Line keeps answering.
12 points in the game now for Keene. Make that 14 for Keene.
Good timeout.
Got a timeout by Coach Mary Manlove for Dallastown. 5:03 to go in the fourth. 46-37, the Lions lead, and that group of fans likes it a lot so far. But they closed to within 5, did Dallastown, Charlie, and then Red Lion came down. We had a nice little piece of offense. 2 good set pieces and got the bucket they wanted. You see that Lion there is he's having a tale of a good time.
Well, coming up after the game, the Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships player of the game. Guys, you have any not early thoughts, but late thoughts here on who that might be?
Well, hashtag give Dimmeroff the ball.
Yeah,
Dimoff is my player of the game so far.
Courtney Dimoff will be it. I think Morgan Keeney has been an outstanding player in the game, too. Really, she disappears for times doing the unselfish stuff and then comes back when you need her in a big moment. But I think Amari Johnson here in the second half will get some votes, too. So I think she deserves some really key consideration.
And yeah, because this second half, and we talk about an MPL play of the game. Is there a play that stands out to you guys? I guess we'll see as the game goes on here which one.
That little backdoor play a few moments ago was nice because that talked about the set pieces that Red Lion has run well.
It showed, yeah.
Hey, another player who's having an outstanding game quietly here is Alex Lehman. It's not that quiet. She's got 10 points, 2 threes in that bunch. So a lot of players have really contributed here tonight so far.
What's very impressive about what we're watching, and it'll be a contrast on the other side with the boys' game that's coming up next, is with Red Lion, it's a complete team effort. And where in the next game, you'll see Dallastown who gives a complete team effort. Well, there's a lot of players scoring.
Huge bucket. They were looking for Johnson. Horka did a great job of fronting her, and they couldn't get the lob over the top of the big girl who had the height advantage there on Johnson.
Yeah, I was just teaching my 6th grade girls that front to post. Yeah, I should frame that for them.
Backdoor missed by Dimoff, and it was, again, a good set piece. But, Sam, you can't miss those layups this point in the game.
You can't miss them. And on the previous play, Coach Manlove called a timeout, and they came out to a turnover, not ever getting the ball inbounds. That's very frustrating for a coach.
There's Gettle. It's going to go off. Looked like it went off her knee, but the official's going to say no. It's out of bounds off the Lions.
I saw the same.
That's the way to not call the foul, though, and say, okay, I'm going to. And I like when refs do that because you don't want the fouls piling up when the knicky-knack stuff like that.
Here's Crumlin looking to get it in and taken there and stolen by Funk. She's been a great defensive player all night long. Pull-up shot, nobody underneath. The ball off Dallastown. Lucky that time. She had a little pull-up shot coming down there, did Funk, and probably not the wisest choice. With 4:21 to go in the game, you got the lead by 9.
9-point lead. You pull that ball out, milk that clock as good as until you get a great shot. That may have been an okay shot, but in this time of the game, you want a great one.
So here's Tabria Hendricks back in, along with partner Caitlin Small at the guards. So Dallastown coming down the stretch now has their starting team, with the sole exception of Gettle back on the floor. Gettle, the freshman, still in there. There's Dimoff. That was a walk. Great job coming over from the weak side defensively for Dallastown.
Well, and that shot went in, and that would have made it an 11-point game. You know, if Dallastown going on a little run here, we may talk about that missed opportunity as a big one that could have put it away here for Red Lion.
Well, you've got to be looking here for Johnson somewhere and trying to get touches, you would think. Dallastown running their offense very high. Now you got Johnson posted up inside low against Horka. Take it away again, though. There's Funk. And Funk misses it, but she's fouled on the play by Gettle.
Travel call.
They're going to call travel instead.
You know what? I was thinking travel before they called from the angle I was at. Not sure if we have the replay, but I believe it was a travel. That's a good call by the officials.
That was a good call.
20 turnovers to 20 turnovers in the game now. So again, another big trip for Dallastown. They've come away empty the last couple times. Let's see what they get here.
Hendricks is open on the reversal on the other side. If they can see her, she was hot earlier.
Dallastown's do a better job moving the ball.
One of the big numbers not in there right now, number 24, McGowan. There's Johnson. Good left hand. Can't get it to go. Off Horka. Nope. Apparently off Dallastown. McGowan, who averages 12.5 points a game, not in there, has not been a factor really in this game at all tonight. I don't know if she's sick, but she's on the sidelines. Here's a steal. But it's going to go off Dallastown and remain with Red Lion. 21 turnovers, guys, for Dallastown now.
That was a very nonchalant pass for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, this is when your game needs to be tight. But maybe it's all that ball pressure that Dallastown applied early on in the game that's starting to show.
But if you're Red Lion now, the clock's starting to become your friend. Horka again, unable to hook up on the 8-footer.
On a play like that, I think Vorka should shot if they can get to the rim and settle them for the 14 3-foot shot or whatever that 12
Or even
foot.
kick it back out and leave the fight another day.
Yeah, get to the rim.
Again, players at home, you have to know in the fourth quarter, the shots that were good in the first quarter aren't good. You need great shots in the fourth quarter, especially when you're up.
Here comes Hendricks trying to make a move. Shut off there.
Great shot, spelled close to the basket, too. There you go. There's a nice take. There's Kendricks. See, that's what they need, a little bit of extra.
You know what? Debria Hendricks sees a little bit of daylight. She can slice and dice with the best of them out there. She's just got to learn how to finish.
We need her. They need her a little bit more. See that jab right, go left. Look at this. Here she goes. Right. Oh, nice. I got faked out on that one.
See, that's nice. Just needs to get that little bit of a finish look at the inside, but that's the way you get started.
I'm going to go work on that between games, guys. Okay, you knock this one down. You go right into a full court press.
Dallastown so far with just one field goal here in the fourth quarter after exploding in the third.
This would be a great time to press, but she's got to knock it down. There you go. Oh.
And that's a 78% free throw shooter missing 2 that time after converting 2 in the first quarter.
This is a big possession with 2:30 to go.
Remember to call timeout right here. You're in trouble, and they do exactly that as Coach John Dimoff calls timeout with a 9-point lead, 46-37, 2:25 to go. Charlie, we're coming down the stretch right now. So let's go into Coach Manlove's huddle. What are you saying at the moment?
You know, everyone has to guard their man, deny the wings. You got fouls to give, and you might eventually need them as you get inside 2 minutes. So don't be afraid to foul if you have to. But let's try to get a steal off the first or second pass.
Sam, take me inside Coach Dimoff's huddle right now. What's he saying?
Everybody settle down. We don't want to take good shots. We want great shots. Take care of the ball. Let's close this game out. Knock our free throws down and let's go home.
This is this point in time where you say, you know what, if we have the ball, they're going to have a tough time scoring.
Yeah.
So if you hold on to the basketball and you start to really, and he's got a good motion game, he'll start to run. He's going to make sure he gets touches. By the way, a little Santa Claus look there with the Dallastown cheerleaders tonight. How about that?
I'm disappointed. I wore my red tie today for Christmas, but I forgot my hat.
You don't have the hat. And you've got a head here that gets a little cold, I would imagine, every now and then. That cold
absolutely,
weather, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, man, it is a nice time of year for this. What a great start to the High School Sports Live.
I tell you what.
So here it is. Red Lion now. They're just going to try to kill some clock, you'd think. They're going to try to run some kind of motion here. Corky gets pushed from the backside.
Hey, you know what, Gary? We talked a lot about what the defense does to the offensive players, but as I'm watching the game, I'm watching Johnson, I'm watching Hendricks. They're tired, and I think all that ball pressure wore them out as well.
Here's a problem you have for Dallastown right now, too. Only 14 fouls. They got to burn some to get in here. And there's a very quick bucket by Taylor Funk once again. Taylor Funk's been dynamite defensively tonight, but this time hooks up on the other end with a huge bucket, her first of the game.
That pass might be my play of the game.
And there it is on the other end, though, converting in for Dallastown. They come right back.
That was important. I was writing this one off until she made that.
Look at this pressure right now. I think you're going to get it back to Dallastown here.
Oh, that's big. That's big.
I think you got 2 different calls. They're going to confer. Nice move. It's going to go to Dallastown, I think.
See if Dallastown can capitalize.
This is a big
almost
play.
A little surprised that Hork is in there right now. I think you maybe have another guard, another set of good hands in there. Hork is not the gender of good hands.
Well,
but
and maybe Coach Dimoff's thinking I need somebody to contest around the basket. So there's maybe 2 ways to look at that one.
Good point. Good point.
With Johnson's rebound ability, I would want Horka in.
Well, and there you go.
A
little bit of size.
Great block by Kendrick and Horka, and your guy's point is well made. There it is. So now Dimoff will bring it in. Got another foul there. You still got 2 to give here. If you're Dallastown, you want to do that quickly because you're going to try to get them on the line here in a moment.
Well, it allows them to play very aggressive and play off the ball and really make it tough. There you go. Look at this. Oh, where's the rotation?
Good reversal back. Now you want to pull it out and run clock. You want to put it in that young lady's hands there at the free throw line. Here they go into their straight motion. This is all motion to freeze now. You got to foul if you're Dallastown. There's McGowan back into the game fouling. But that's still only the 6th foul, so still you're going to bring it in again for Red Lion.
I like in these cases, you either have to double or you got to get a quick foul. You got to go for the steal. You got to take a risk right now. You're down 8 points with 1:26.
With Red Lion right now, they want to make passes only toward their basket, not to the outside.
Absolutely.
There you go. Toward your basket, they got Horka at the.
Oh, this is a trap.
Now you get it back out to Funk, who's controlled it well. And Dallastown's got to foul right now if they want to have a chance. And here's one of the things that coaches don't work on, how to foul in this kind of situation. You got to foul. They're running clock on them. 48-40, you've got to foul. And there it is finally from Johnson. But how much time did they run off the clock, Sam?
That was about 18 seconds that went off the clock there. You got to get a quick foul.
Well, and a lot of us, I mean, we know we've coached before. You can tell kids that they're blue in the face, but when they get in these situations, especially a team like Redline, it's usually on the upper hand playing teams. Now you're in this situation. Maybe you hadn't been in this situation much throughout the year. It's kind of tough. You got to almost go through it as a learning experience.
That's a great point, Charlie. And the other thing, though, is those are time and score situations you practice in your practice. You say, okay, in the last 40 seconds, I got a foul. How do you foul? Those are things that are learned experiences, too. Another foul shot down. 10-point lead coming up on 1:05 to go in the game. You're going to get a hold on the far side by Keeney.
I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like Dallastown is waving their white flag. There's no sense of urgency on the defense side or the offense side right now.
I think you're going to call one more timeout here if you're Coach Mary Bandlove and see what you can work out.
Yeah.
But everything you're working out now has 3 attached to it, right?
Everything.
Charlie?
You know, I lost energy already. I think I'm going to leave and let you guys do the next game because I'm tired. I mean, we got a whole nother basketball game. We got the boys, the Red Lion boys and Dallastown boys. I might just head to the concession stand, guys. I apologize, but I'm leaving.
Well, I'm not sure if those two are one's from Red Lion and one's from Dallastown, but the one doesn't look too happy. The other one's kind of rocking and rolling. So there you texted already on the bench there from Red Lion and said,
hey, it's in the bag. No, I don't think that was the bench. I think that's behind the bench there.
There'd be a lot of sprints being ran in practice if that was a player on the team texting during the game.
That could get ugly.
Got to remember, they're going to be doing this again later on in the season about a mile from here at Dallastown.
That should be exciting.
Funny thing about Dallastown, their district actually runs down here. There's parts of the district that are about 3 blocks from here that are in Dallastown.
Yeah.
But they feel like they're in Red Lion in the town, but they're not. So it's a strange place.
Well, and we have to mention, guys. Let's let her. Oh, wow. We have to mention Arnie Fritzius, the athletic director for Red Line, being a great host, and we'll hear from him a little later on all the hard work that went into them putting this doubleheader together.
Arnie's a great guy. Does great work over here. And this is a brand new gym here. This is the first time I've been in it. It's beautiful. It's big time.
College level.
So here are the Lions now. They just want to possess the ball here. 48 seconds to go.
Throw it down the court.
You're going to call timeout once again. He ran a deep play on that, trying to look for it, but it was not open, and wise move there to call timeout. There's Coach Don Dimoff. He has been a winner here for a long, long time, and maybe the winningest girls coach here in York County. But I'll tell you, having had a chance to coach with him, he does his homework. This guy does more scouting and more film watching than I've ever seen in my life. And he has the most intricate sets of plays you've ever seen in your life. He must have 20 inbounds plays. I mean, I had a tough time. I coached when I had a tough time keeping up with all of them, but I wasn't that smart anyway.
I go with 2 out-of-bounds plays. One, when I was a kid. One, where I threw the ball off the player that was defending, and it came back to me for a shot coming out of bounds. And the other where I threw it into my teammate, and he threw it right back to me for a shot in the corner. That's the only 2 out-of-bounds plays I know.
Here we go. This time they're going to run it, I think, having the guard come to the ball. They get Horka cleared out of there, and Horka's wide open.
Wow, how does that happen?
Bad move to go for that shot, though. He really just had to possess it. You don't want to give the other team a chance to get the ball.
Honestly, I'm going to say it's another bad move by shooting the next shot. When you get the rebound, dribble it out and run that clock off.
Exactly right. That's one where you don't take that shot.
No, not at all.
Even though it was wide open. So we're at the line now. Here's a young lady you can consider for player of the game tonight, too. Defensive side, Taylor Funk has been outstanding.
Hey, let's vote because it is that time. The Jack Giambalvo player of the game. I go with Dimoff because the game was over in the first half. Up by 13 with her shots. Sam, any thoughts?
Hashtag give Dimoff the ball. That's what I have to say tonight for this player of the game. She played a wonderful game. She slowed down the second half, but like you said, I think the game was won in the first half.
Gary, are we unanimous? What
well,
do you think?
I think Courtney Dimoff gets it tonight, courtesy of her 4 threes in the first half, which really jet propelled them out to the lead. They've never given up all night.
It also gave the girls confidence that playing on TV early on is something we can do. And sometimes that's important when it's your first experience doing
Coach
that.
Demoff is getting everybody involved to close this game out. He just got the ugly students, not the ugly student, but the ugly sweater student section in there. That's the type of stuff I need instant replays for.
And here's the official numbers for Dimoff tonight, 20 points in this game. So she is our player of the game unanimously.
Can I slide one more vote in? I have a vote for the Red Lion, Lady Lions 2-3 zone and their defense. Just as a team, I mean, I think it really controlled the whole game.
I think it did too, and I think it slowed down Dallastown. It took their posts out early. They've only had sputters in the second half, and they've been able to hit that post.
Well,
Charlie?
I remember the Cumberland Valley boys and Carlisle boys basketball game last year. We could not decide player of the game because it was such a team effort, but I think we'll stay with Dimoff. But there's a very good point. This was a team win, guys, for Red Line.
Absolutely.
Well, there's Keedy again hooking up. Keedy with 18 points in the game has quickly scored to the inside that time. Would be number 14. That's Lehman. Timeout quickly for Dallastown, 6.9 seconds to go. And this, it sounds weird, guys, but as a coach, you're saying, let's get the last bucket and get ready for next game when they come over to our place. I know it's sick and demented, but that's kind of what we think about as coaches. Sam?
I agree with you. As coaches, we have a lot of weird things that we do, but sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. The ones that work, you take with you. Here's that student section again. I really need one of those sweaters. Charlie, I wish I'd have got the memo tonight about those sweaters.
Well, you got the tie to match it, so that would work well. There's a student section. They've been strong tonight, too, for Red Lion. In fact, they call it the Red Lion Zoo Crew down there.
Well, guys, in the boys' game, sad to say, but good for the student section, I'm going to spend some time on the sideline, give you guys a chance to focus on the game. But we have some nice interviews lined up throughout the boys' game. We're going to hear from Arnie Fritzius. We're going to hear from the winning coach, Coach Dimoff, on what it was like for his girls. And we're going to hear from some of those students in the student section.
Looking forward to that. It's been a great night of basketball here so far. And the ball inbounded to the Lions, and very quickly, another time. Is a timeout call or just a foul? Quick foul down there, and so the Lions are going to handle it again. So it's another free throw at the line here. A chance for point number 21 for Courtney Dimoff, who has been outstanding here tonight so far. First one is up and just missing.
I don't think we've talked about it, guys, but she's only a sophomore, and with that height, and girls, this is a Patriot League Division I college basketball player.
Well, at a 5'9" guard, too, at that. So 21 points in the game now for our player of the game, Courtney Dimoff. Final shot for Dallastown and fouled, and I think they're going to send her to the foul line. Nope, they're going to say, no, we're not going to do that. Caitlin Small shoots it, but no good. 55-42. Chapter 1 of this double series this year is now history. And, guys, your thoughts. Sam?
Great game. Red Lion zone controlled the game, but great game. I definitely pay to watch another one.
Thought Red Lion did a great job tonight, Charlie, of really confusing with that 2-3 zone. And, of course, coming up here will be the Advanced Hoops Report here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back here, get some final thoughts for this game, and get ready for the boys' game coming up in just a few moments.
Advanced Hoops Intense Basketball Training is coming to the York area in 2014. Charlie Fortney is teaming up with Sam Sutton, former Towson University standout, where he scored 1,400 points.
Sam brings a work ethic and a passion to the game that reflects on all the players he coaches. I've seen Sam grow as a player. I am amazed at his ability to motivate young athletes.
Shooting, two-ball dribbling, offensive footwork. Go to advancedhoops.com and click on the York link to register.
As you can see, last year, I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoops shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Stetler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is finishing off 2013 in a big way. With up to 10 grand in rebates and discounts. Financing as low as 0% for 72 months. Drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Sport or 2014 Cherokee Sport for as low as $259 a month. The big finish of 2013 going on now at Stetler.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. Pac Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no-obligation consultation.
Welcome back to our post-game show presented by Advanced Hoops in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And, of course, Charlie Fortney is the guy who is the head of Advanced Hoops up there. And, you know, guys, just an outstanding game here. I think, you know, you got to talk about that 2-3 zone here in the first half as really being the main thing. And also the threes that got rained down on Dallastown by Red Lions. Courtney Dimoff, our player of the game, by the way. But, Charlie, some final thoughts on this first game.
I just think it was two teams that played very well overall. Dallastown just got bit by that early run of Red Lion and never really could bounce back, but they even battled themselves. A great game for both teams, and it may be a different outcome next time. Who knows?
There you saw Courtney Dimoff, our player of the game, the Jack Giambalvo player of the game. And, again, she did it all over all night with the threes, 4 of them in the first half, and in the second half with some timely drives to the basket, Sam. And she certainly was a difference, although I'll tell you what, Morgan Keeney, 18 points, was just kind of quietly going about her business tonight, being a great 1-2 punch for Red Lion.
It was a wonderful team effort on the behalf of Red Lion. Keeney really provided some solid play inside. Really, she neutralized Johnson, and then you had Dimoff on the outside who controlled the perimeter. So it was just a great team effort by Red Lion.
Big numbers on the other side that really kind of stand out as they held Johnson to 11 points tonight. That was 2.5 under her average. And McGowan to none, who has 12.4 points a game. So they really shut down the forwards tonight, which we thought going into the game was going to be the key to this with Charlie.
Right, and that's the key. Any team that can get the advantage in their game plan in a game like this with this atmosphere is an advantage, and Red Lion won that tonight.
Well, Red Lion wins round 1 here tonight, and they now go to 3-2. It's an important win for them to stay alive in the division right now. For Dallastown, they'll go back to 4-2. They're going to learn a lot from this game, and you got to think the second time they play at Dallastown a little over a month from now, it should be a very interesting game again. It always is when Dallastown and Red Lion hook up anywhere. You can play this game outside in December and it'd still be hot.
Well, I'm excited to get Steve Averoni from the York Daily Record's opinion coming up here in a little bit on what he thinks as well because of the boys matchup because a lot of speculation going into this next game. Sam thinks Red Lion needs to get a little tougher going into this one after the last matchup. We'll see.
Well, we're getting ready for game number 2. It's going to be the boys' game, and you're watching it all here on High School Sports Live on Channel 27 here tonight, ABC 27. The play of the game. This talks about some of the set pieces. They did a lot out of the 1-4 high tonight. Watch what they do, a little down screen, come up, set it, and then the screener rolls back door for the easy bucket. Coach Dimoff had a lot of good success with set plays here this night, and there you see it from another angle. Nice back
And
door.
that's a play of the game because it came at the right time when Dallastown was making a run.
What wasn't shown in that play, there were several passes prior to that led up to that play. And it was a time where the game started moving fast and Red Lions settled themselves down, moved the ball around, and got a great layup.
And again, it was the screener going back door off that. We talked about the screener being so important. After they set the screen, they become an offensive player again. We'll take a break. We'll come right back here. This is High School Sports Live TV. Post-game presented by Advanced Hoops here on ABC 27.
There's nothing like a little one-on-one time at home with family. These times make the best memories, and all of them need protection. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoops shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Do you have a game plan for retirement and college education?
In today's turbulent economic landscape, navigating the market to ensure a secure retirement can be challenging. Pac Financial can help guide you every step of the way.
I define financial independence as when work is optional and retirement's affordable.
So when life throws unexpected obstacles, you can still win the game.
Hi, I'm Steve Morazzo. Contact us today for your free, no obligation consultation.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's the lemonade. Best part's the tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet, half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27. And I'm very fortunate to be here with, I think, a good friend and also an outstanding writer for York Daily Record. Talking about Steve Navroli. And Steve, great opening match here tonight with the Red Lion Lady Lions and, of course, Dallastown Lady Wildcats. But Red Lion winning kind of an important game. They've not really shown a lot of pizzazz yet this early part of the season with their defense. And I know Coach Dimmock's probably pretty happy tonight with his big win.
Right, and I covered their game the other night against Susquehanna, and uncharacteristic. The Warriors scored 69 on Redline. I don't know the last time I've seen that, Gary, and, you know, I think he had something to prove tonight, especially against the rival.
Well, and neither team has a problem getting up for this game. We talked about this being like Army 8. You take a look at Dallastown tonight, a team that came in 4-1. They look like they have a lot of potential. Might have gotten a little bit past themselves tonight, I think, in the way they attacked the zone, and really didn't get the kind of touches they wanted from McGowan and for Johnson.
No, I think that was exactly the difference. I mean, you know, Johnson ended up with 11, but she didn't get a lot of touches early. And McGowan had no points. You know, when you got that combination, only 11 between the two, well, that tells you that Redline did a pretty good job.
And you got a 25-point average per game between the two, which is pretty good.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about the early part of the season. We've got a great boys game coming up here in a moment. But boys and girls, what you've seen out there so far here, we're only 5 or 6 games into the season, but you've had a chance to see a lot of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look, and if you're going to talk boys, you got to start with William Penn / York High. I mean, you know, they're the defending champs. They're rolling again, and you know, I mean, Troy Sowers, their coach, replaced a lot of components, but they, you know, they're back. West York has looked really good in both the boys and the girls, and obviously in the girls, you can't talk York County girls basketball without mentioning York Catholic.
Exactly.
They've not played a lot of games. I saw Kevin Bankos last week. They haven't played a lot of games yet, but they've looked good when they've been out there.
I think I saw in your column the other day, or one of the columns of the York Daily Record, where they played the other night, got a little bit of the rust off. So that's probably the name of the game for them so far.
Exactly.
York County right now in basketball, making some real strides, it looks like, in terms of the district and even state play.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, York Catholic's been there year after year after year, and the lone girls as well. But what about the boys' side? It looks like the boys are starting to really kind of stretch out a little bit. We saw York Suburban make a run a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We saw York High a couple years ago at a state championship game I had a chance to do on PCM. But, you know, talk a little bit about where York County basketball is heading from a reporter's perspective.
Well, the one thing that I think I would say, especially this year, is I think it's deeper. I think I don't know. I'm not convinced we have that one outstanding team in boys this year that we've had a couple times. But I will say there's a lot more good teams. Central York, Red Lion, West York, William Penn, Bermudian Springs. You know, you got to look at the rest of the league. You know, and DeLone will be there. They're still getting stuff together. You know, and I think when you see that, you know, that's good for the entire league because there's not a whole lot of easy games. Hanover, a really good small school. I mean, you know, so Eastern, it's a good list. I'm not sure I would say one is a great team.
Right.
But we do have a very deep league with several good teams.
And finally, who are the players that stand out in your mind this year you've seen so far who really just say, hey, I'm jumping out at you?
Well, I'm going to be real curious because I haven't seen Red Lion yet, but I've been looking forward to seeing Mike Fox.
Right.
Obviously. Jair Wilson at William Penn, certainly. and you know, it's a pretty good list, and now I'm drawing a little bit of a blank, if you will. But
those are a couple good
you
names
know,
to start with.
Absolutely. Now, girls-wise, Shannon Druck down at Susquehanna, fantastic game. Maddie Comley, DeLone, Morgan Thomas, Eastern. There's probably even a little more I can think, because I've probably seen a little more girls basketball.
Well, Steve, always great talking to you. You do such a great job right over there at the York Daily Record. We're looking forward to having you on again very, very soon. But keep up the good work, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you. Good being on, Gary.
Steve Navroli with the York Daily Record, one of the outstanding sports columnists anywhere, with us here on HSS TV Live Sports. We're talking about high school sports live TV, only here on ABC 27. We'll go to a break right now and be back right after this.